New Amsterdam, the Big Apple, Gotham City. No matter what we choose to call it, New York City conjures up different images for everyone who's experienced it or anyone who wants to visit. It might be the Statue of Liberty, or perhaps the endless skyscrapers and concrete jungle with its ubiquitous yellow taxis going back and forth. Perhaps it's our Wall Street icons or our beloved Central Park that comes to mind. But what if I said wild rabbits? What would you say? What if I told you that once upon a time, in the borough of Brooklyn, or as it was referred to back then as Broekelen by the Dutch, that there were barrier islands filled with wild rabbits that the Dutch called Coney, and that one day these islands would become what we now know as Coney Island, once known as the greatest amusement park on earth and playground to the uber rich. So, how does one make their way to Coney Island, you say? Well, the greater metropolitan area of New York is made up of 5 separate boroughs, or towns, that are a part of the larger city, yet they have their own government. These include Staten Island, Manhattan, Queens, the Bronx, and yours truly, Brooklyn. Coney Island is located on the southern tip of Brooklyn and about an hour from the heart of Manhattan. Well, unless it's the weekend, in which case you're going to need a doctorate in maps and directions to make it there in a reasonable amount of time. The subway is your best bet, and there are 3 of them that can get the job done. Take the Q line, the F line, or the D line to the Coney Island Stillwell Avenue station, and it's only a short walk to the most famous spots. Did you know that Coney Island isn't actually an island at all? Yeah, in the early 20th century, it was actually connected to the rest of Long Island by landfill, and thus became a peninsula. In fact, the beaches aren't even a natural feature, and have been part of a beach nourishment project since the construction of Riegelman Boardwalk in the early 1920s. Between about 1880 and World War I, Coney Island was the largest amusement area in the United States, attracting several million visitors per year. At its height, it contained 3 competing major amusement parks: Luna Park, Dreamland, and Steeplechase Park, as well as many independent amusements, freak shows, and carnival barkers along the boardwalk. At the beginning of the 20th century, Coney Island rapidly changed from an upscale resort for the uber-wealthy to an accessible location for day trippers seeking to escape the summer heat in New York City's tenements. However, a series of fires throughout that time also accounted for the loss of many of these parks, and in 1944, the last resort original, Luna Park, was destroyed.